What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. We got some crazy news, man. The news is just piling up right now. I can't keep up with it. Just today alone, there's been 2 shootings. One is in Colorado at a high school. I haven't even took a look at that yet. But the biggest story right now is the Utah Valley shooting out there in Orem, Utah, shout out, in which this guy that you see up here, who's a right-wing political activist, Charlie Kirk, at age 31, was assassinated on the college campus of Utah Valley University. And word has come in that he's gone, and I'll let you see what they have out here right now. It's crazy, man. I mean, people are not playing no more. They taking people's heads off in public. Now, they saying there wasn't a lot of security here or none at all. And this guy was out there talking and debating with people. And just take a look, man. This is unfortunate. It's sad, you know, people just getting sniped out here. And this is what they have so far. Check it out.
So many different angles of this. We actually have an angle of when the shooting happened. We're not going to show the actual moment of impact, if you will, when the bullet hits Charlie Kirk, but we can actually hear it. I want to ask our control room and our director if we can play that. I want to get your thoughts on the other end. Let's play it now.
Okay, now 5 is a lot, right? I'm going to give you some credit. Do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years?
Counting or not counting gang violence?
Great.
So we stopped it there. You can hear the crowd. The audio kept playing. You can hear the crowd there. I mean, it is grossly ironic they were talking about mass shootings at the time when this actually happened, Tom. But you got to think from an investigative standpoint. They have a suspect in custody. They're going to be looking at every angle of this. And so many people were shooting this because he has a massive social media presence, and people were live streaming this and posting these videos on on X, I should say, and Instagram and WhatsApp and everywhere else.
That's exactly right, Tom. I mean, I've seen 5 or 6 different versions of this video for obvious reasons. Out of respect to Kirk or any victim, we wouldn't show the moment of impact, certainly to their family as well, and his condition is not yet known. But yes, there's a lot of evidence here for law enforcement. There's obviously individuals, you can see them there in front, that appear to be acting in a security capacity. They were talking about shootings and shooting incidents prior to that single shot being heard. We don't hear any other shots being fired, at least on the videos that we've watched. Of course, that's not definitive, so we still need to get some more information about that. And it's not clear from the video. You know, witnesses can react different ways. They can look behind them, to the side of them. You got a number of buildings around there, the way that the sound travels after a shot is fired. So I don't want to speculate. It would be rank speculation to say where the shot came from. But obviously, this is an incident that certainly has people's attention.
I do want to bring in our national law enforcement and intelligence correspondent, Tom Winter. Tom, what are you hearing from your sources about either the suspect or what happened there on the campus of Utah Valley University?
Yeah, so, Tom, it appears that one individual fired this shot, still clearing the campus. As you just heard from our eyewitness, a fairly incredible report from the scene. A SWAT team and other law enforcement currently going through the buildings of campus, obviously going through the grounds there that have now well been cleared out from the students from the shot that you're looking at there on the left, which was taken moments before this shot was fired to the upper chest neck area of Charlie Kirk, a conservative commentator. Right now, we have not received official confirmation on the name of the individual that has been taken into custody, and if in fact that will ultimately be the individual that's been charged as a result of this incident. The condition of Kirk as of this hour is currently unknown. I will tell you, Tom, that everybody in law enforcement, in the intelligence, counterterrorism threat space, is paying very close attention to this shooting because it is part of a disturbing trend that they've been focused on, starting with the 2 assassination attempts against Donald Trump while he was running for office. You had the targeted assassination here in New York City of a healthcare CEO. You had an arson attack on the governor of Pennsylvania, a targeted shooting attack just several weeks ago. Last time you and I were on the air talking about a shooting like this on 345 Park Avenue. And right now, law enforcement, among other incidents, by the way, right now, top law enforcement officials in this country, state, local, federal, all paying attention to what is a disturbing trend, and it's this, that people are using violence to solve their differences or problems in these targeted shooting attacks. It is something that, from a terrorism standpoint, we've seen terrorists do this in this country before and obviously abroad, but now individuals are acting out instead of trying to solve differences in a democracy, are apparently trying to take it upon themselves to fire weapons at individuals or attempt to fire weapons at individuals, also using fire, as we saw with the Shapiro attack in Pennsylvania, and as we saw the attack on a group of elderly Jewish Jewish individuals in Colorado who were just supporting the hostages that were taken by Hamas, a fire attack there. So this is top of mind. It's been a discussion I've been having with law enforcement officials all this week, and it is something that presents a very steep security challenge in this country, where you're on a campus, whether you completely agree with Charlie Kirk or not, is a place traditionally where speech has been a spot where it's happened. And now law enforcement has to consider what type of event is going to draw this type of action and how can we possibly defend it. Tom, it's an enormous challenge.
Because I want to bring in Raydon Deshane. She was up near the front of the crowd when Kirk was shot. Raydon, what did you see?
Well, I was just up there. It was second debate. They were talking about guns and the transgender issue that's going on right now. And all of a sudden, we heard just like a pop. Saw Charlie all of a sudden just kind of lean back. I thought he put his hand up, but looking at videos, he didn't. But his eyes went back, his head went back, and I just saw blood. And then I kind of looked back over my shoulder to look up the hill. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, that's a gun, so we're all dropping. So we all get on the ground, and then they're like, okay, well, you guys need to run. And we got up, and by that time, Charlie was already gone. So they took him off, obviously.
Were you able to see them sort of take Charlie out after he had been shot?
No, we were on the ground. I just saw the blood in his head. I saw the shot, heard it, and then just dropped to the ground.
And when you turned around, you said you looked up the hill and you saw a gun. What exactly did you see?
No,
Was it a long gun? Oh,
no,
I'm sorry.
I didn't see the gun.
Okay. I misunderstood you. When you turned up, what did you see up the hill?
Just everybody started to drop. Down because there was a lot of people there.
And did it sound like the gunshot had come from behind you?
Yeah, it sounded like it came from behind me. I couldn't be 100% sure. I have some permanent hearing loss.
Yeah.
But that's what it sounded like to me, that it came up from behind me.
What did you think when you saw Charlie get hit? I mean, it's such a terrible thing to have to witness.
It seemed very surreal. Like it wasn't real. I mean, like you're like watching it from another point of view, that you're not really there.
Were you there as a supporter, somebody that wanted to talk to him, debate him? What brought you to the event?
No, I just wanted to watch. I love Charlie Kirk. I watch a lot of his videos. I don't agree on everything, but there's a lot of points I like. And then I also learn a lot from the more of the liberal left side, because I do like to know their point of view too, because I like to have that open mind. And so I was just kind of there to be able to see it in live and be able to hear, the back and forth.
What was the temperature of the crowd? I mean, were people excited there? We were hearing it was a lot of supporters, mostly supporters.
We were having a lot of fun. Yeah, there was a lot of supporters there. A lot of people wearing the MAGA hats.
Yeah, what kind of security presence did you notice around Charlie? Any at all?
There was no security going in. They didn't even check it for look at tickets. He had security team. There was some police officer, but it didn't feel like it was a very large presence.
Yeah, and then after the shot and he goes down, do you hear sirens? Do police say anything? Is there any kind of screaming to get out?
The screaming I heard to get out sounded more like it was from the crowd. And as we were running, because normally how he came down, because they had an area that was blocked off for just basic Charlie and security and that. And so we weren't supposed to be down there, but that's how we all ran out, was through that way. I saw a couple cops with their pistols kind of drawn, but they weren't like pointed at anybody per se. They just kind of had their guns out holding them. And then as I was leaving, there was a lot of police coming into the campus.
Some other eyewitnesses we had spoken to said they had noticed the elderly man that was taken into custody that had been apparently arrested for this shooting. Police have confirmed that they have a suspect in custody. Did you notice? I don't know if you've seen the video on social media of the takedown, but had you noticed this man?
I didn't notice him. I was there when it was fairly sparse as far as the crowd, because I got there early, because I wanted to be up front. By the time I looked around, there was tons of people, and I can't say that I saw him.
And then finally, your friends, did you go solo, or were you there with friends or family?
Solo.
Solo. Did people seem to get out okay? It didn't look like anybody else was hurt in the exit, or because I know there were fears of people getting trampled.
Yeah, it was just one shot.
No, but in the exit, in the running away of the event.
Oh, run out? No. I mean, I got stepped on a little bit. I had sandals on, and they fell off, but I was able to grab them and run. It wasn't anything that was dangerous getting out of there. Yeah,
and then again, this we know this area, this part of Utah, from what we heard from other eyewitnesses, is very friendly to Charlie Kirk and to the MAGA movement, to President Trump. How surprised were you that this happened right in front of your eyes?
I kind of had I was hoping that there would have been better security, just because you never know, because there are wackadoodles out there, and who knows where they're coming from. They could be coming in. I mean, just because Utah is usually a safe state doesn't mean that somebody from that's going to just come in, or he may have been from Utah. Who knows? I was just really disappointed in the actual security part of it.
Yeah, no, I hear you on that. In getting out, once you were able to get out of the amphitheater, were you able to get back to your car or get back to however you got there, the bus, whichever way you was? Because we're seeing sort of a massive perimeter by law enforcement.
Yeah, I got out real just fine. I mean, I parked a little ways away because the parking for non-students was just a little paid parking. And it was just a little bit of a trek, but it wasn't that bad of a deal. But it wasn't right there, so I felt. Once I got past a few buildings, I felt fine.
Okay, Ray Don DeShane, we thank you for joining us here in our special coverage as we cover what's happened there.